Hey, welcome everybody to our Wellness Wednesday. We do this every 2 weeks with our friend Dr. Lundell out of Arizona. And Dr. Lundell has come on board with Fun Saver Network and he's brought his product called Real Weight. I'm going to let him explain to you what it is and what it does, but we are super, super happy he's become part of Fun Saver Network. And we are diligently working with him and each and every one of you to make sure we get this product out to the masses because of what it has done in the past and what it's going to do in the future is absolutely amazing. So here we go, Dr. Lindell. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Glad you're here. Glad you made it, sir. I'm gonna let you go and introduce yourself if you don't mind, a little bit about your past and where you came from and what's going on.
All right. Uh, Obviously, you know my name, Dwight Lundell. I was raised in a small town in Arizona. Was lucky enough to get in the very first class of the brand new University of Arizona Medical School, which was really pretty special. And I trained in general surgery, did a couple of years of general practice, and then I trained in cardiac surgery. Coronary bypass operations were relatively new, and I liked the immediate results of changing somebody from facing death to giving them quite a few more years of life. Uh, I just got a message the other day from a guy that I'd operated in 1982, still kicking.
Wow. Mm.
Anyway, so I had a long, successful career in cardiac surgery. Ended up being chief of staff and chief of surgery at the second largest heart hospital in the country, and really enjoyed it. My career spanned the golden age of coronary bypass surgery.
Hmm. Did you ever meet a doctor by the name of Dr. DeBakey?
I didn't meet Dr. DeBakey, no. I heard Cooley speak at a few conferences, but I really didn't meet him. I did meet Rene Favalaro, who was the surgeon from Brazil, who actually did the very first coronary bypass.
Mm, mm. I asked about Dr. DeBakey because I'm in Houston with the big medical center, and that's where he practiced out of mainly was here.
Right. And so did Cooley at
Yeah,
Texas
exactly
Heart
right.
Institute.
Yeah, exactly right.
They,
Yeah.
they were a couple of pioneers and really huge names in this field,
Hmm.
both
Hmm.
of them.
Well, Dr. Lundell, um, again, we're happy you're here. We're so happy that you chose Fun Saver Network to help other people because that's how I see this thing. So you spent 25 years being a cardiovascular surgeon and I think thoracic surgeon as well. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And probably 5,000 of both surgeries underneath your belt, thoracic surgery, heart surgery, things of that nature. And when was it that you decided? What was it that made you decide to put this product together? What was it? What made you decide to do it? And when did you do it? What year did you put it together?
Ooh. Uh, I decided after 25 years and seeing patients come back for another operation, and it turns out that most of them had normal cholesterol. So I
Mhm.
knew that cholesterol wasn't the problem. And as dramatic as heart surgery is, and as the awesome responsibility of holding somebody's life in your hands, I thought we could do something better, something different, because we really didn't care about what caused it. I didn't care for a long time what caused it. I just knew that I could fix it. And so I decided to do a lot of research to find out really what was causing it. So I closed the practice, opened a clinic, proved my theories, and then we decided let's make this further and wider, and we developed a heart healthy product,
Mhm.
which was successful. But when we merged with another company, they had a weight loss product that was uh, not very good, in my opinion. Didn't work, was a lot of nonsense. But at any rate, so I said to myself, well, two things. I know heart, what's causing heart disease,
Mhm.
and I know that a huge number of us are overweight and struggling with it. So what can I do? What can I develop to help people both lose weight and avoid heart disease. And that's when we developed Real Weight. I did a ton of research on all kinds of ingredients and from all around the world. And we developed the formula of Real Weight in, I think, in 2005, 20 years ago.
Okay, so here's a question I didn't ask you before, but I want to ask you today. You know, there's a lot of products out there. There's a lot of heart health, weight loss, all kind of things. You know all about them. There's tons of them. Some better than others. What is it you think when it comes to Real Weight? What is it you believe makes this product stand out head and shoulders above everything else? Other than
Okay.
you putting it together.
All right. You can't solve a problem unless you know what the problem is. And that's why there's so many things out there flailing around to try to help people lose weight and indeed get healthier. But they never understood the fundamental problem. And the fundamental problem causing heart disease is too much blood sugar. And the reason we have too much blood sugar is that we're addicted to sugar. So taking that approach, I wanted to help people overcome the addiction to sugar. And indeed, it absolutely is an addiction. If you do a PET scan on somebody on cocaine and somebody who's just had a pretty good dose of sugar, the same exact areas light up in the brain. So there's absolutely no question that it's addictive. The Yale food addiction scale has got sugar at the top of the list. And you just watch people, I don't want to be rude, but watch people at a buffet. And there's no question it's compulsive behavior. You see them going back, you see them loading a plate. And, you know, in my own circumstance, I found myself walking down the hall at 11 o'clock at night in the hospital, not hungry, overweight, but I'm headed for the doctor's now to get a bagel. There's just no question it's addiction. And so the idea was to help people overcome that addiction.
And what year was it you put this together? When you finally—
I think 2005, yeah.
2005? Okay. So I want to share a story with you that I talked to a gentleman today on the phone. Nice guy. He is 60 some odd years old. I think I'm going to say 62 or 61. He's been on metformin since he was in his 20s, and it's type 2 diabetes. This guy has gone through, and I feel so sorry for him. He's gone through everything. He's gone through amputation of half his foot. He's gone through heart surgery. He's gone through vein and PAD or whatever. He's gone through everything. Everything you can imagine, he's gone through. But you know what his problem is? He told me today, Doc. He said, I have tried my absolute best. And he said, I did it for a while, not to eat sugar, not to get around sugar. He said, I did it for a while, but he said, my glue, he said his A1C is 9 point something.
Wow.
He said, it stays there. His count is, his glucose level is somewhere around 200 at any given moment. And he said, I have tried everything in my power to try to stay away from sugar. And he said, my problem is, he said, I know what the problem is. I know that I got to get off sugar. I understand. He said, and I've gone through all of this, and you would think it would be simple for me to just go, not doing it, not eating anymore. He said, especially when I know what it's doing to me inside. He said, but I can't. He said, I just can't. He goes, when I have a piece of meat like a steak, I want to have potatoes. And I said, why don't you eat a sweet potato? He goes, I don't know. He goes, all these things you're telling me is making common sense. He goes, but that's not what I do. He said, he goes, I live where the food is rich and, you know, down in Louisiana. He goes, that's what I do. He goes, that's what we do. He goes, he's already bought Real Weight when we started the pre-sale. He's already bought it. He can't wait to get it there. So I want to ask you, is that the type of person that could use real weight after 40 something years of everything he's gone through. Is that a type of person that you think that this will truly help stop that sugar addiction?
100%, 100%. Now, I'm not sure we can always guarantee human behavior, and he admits to his bad behavior, and he knows it's bad behavior, but still keeps doing it. So, need I say he's addicted? At any rate, yeah, there's 92 or 93 million people in the United States with pre-diabetes and pre-diabetes and type 2. So, as a marketer, that's a pretty good target. At any rate, yes, it will help him. See, a blood sugar, once it gets over about 120, it's, normal is 100. 120, it starts really tearing up the arteries. And he manifests all of the stuff that diabetics do. They lose their toes, they get heart disease. Fortunately, his kidneys haven't failed yet, but if he keeps going, they will. And then diabetics go blind. And it's all related to the damaging effect of sugar on the very tiny and the big blood vessels.
Mm-hmm. So do you think that's why he could have a problem with the PAD?
Yeah, that's why he has peripheral artery disease. Yeah.
Yeah.
But true, if he's running that high, not only does he have atherosclerosis in his big blood vessels, but his small blood vessels are they're being obliterated. They're just being closed off, and that's why he had his little amputation. And luckily his kidneys haven't quit, and he's not gone blind. But that's the typical course of a severe diabetic uncontrolled. They go blind, they have kidney failure, we amputate their legs, and they die of heart disease. So, why medicine hadn't figured out that simple thing. Take that one example. So with the diabetics, I remember saying, well, that's small vessel disease, unlike big vessel disease, which is because of cholesterol. Well, just because you put a name on it doesn't mean you understand it, right?
Yes.
And one of my early professors said there's some diseases that are called idiopathic, and that means that we don't know what causes them. But he always used to say, if a patient has an idiopathic disease, the doctor's an idiot and the patient is pathetic.
There's a great question in the comment section, and I never thought of this. And maybe you have an answer, maybe you don't. But the question is, would it help someone that's addicted to drinking since there's so much sugar and alcohol?
It might. There's the only alcohols with very much sugar is the red wine or white wine. So I don't think there's a direct correlation.
Okay.
And alcoholism is another serious disease, which I don't have a solution for right now.
I hear you. Okay, so what are the main ingredients that are in the product titled Real Weight? And if you would, when you give us the ingredient, what in just a short synopsis, nothing elongated unless you want to do it, what is it exactly does each product do to help us with the sugar?
Okay, first of all, I'll give the sum total. What I've said is it's DAMS. DAMS. Real weight changes that we digest, absorb, and metabolize sugar. So the three ingredients are a ADILG, a seaweed product harvested off the coast of France, a green coffee extract, and some prickly pear. Now the seaweed extract slows down the absorption of sugar. It also affects how it crosses the intestine. And then the green coffee extract does the same. It slows the digestion, it slows the absorption, and because it changes in the cell that transports sugar from the intestine into the bloodstream, it slows that down. So, and the prickly pear does the same. It's an ancient recipe the Indians used for diabetes. So those three together, we found were pretty magical to do what I said, DAMS, DAMS.
Okay. And then when you say green coffee extract, now people, and Jim's asking this question, people that have a very sensitive to caffeine, does it affect their sensitivity with the caffeine or no?
Yeah, if they're super sensitive, it might.
Okay. 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 That makes sense. I mean, is there a difference between green coffee and regular coffee?
Yeah, green coffee has not been roasted yet.
Okay.
And so the chemicals are different after you heat it up so high and take it through the crack and all that stuff that goes into roasting
like,
beans.
I guess it's like a lot of other things. Once you cook it, it loses a lot of its nutrition.
Yeah, it makes it way different.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So you started this product around 2005. That's when you completed it. Now you said you proved your concept. You said you got at your own office and you proved the concept. What does that mean? How did you prove the concept?
Well, I proved that if you stop eating so many carbohydrates, then you'll lose weight. You'll come off your blood pressure medicine. You'll come off your diabetic medicines. You'll lose some weight and you'll feel one whole of a hell lot better. And you might have some extra money.
Well, that'll make you feel better too.
One young lady was spending $1,000 a month on her copays just for her medications. She was off all of them within 6 weeks.
Wow, really? So have you literally seen people come off of their metformin EX or whatever after taking real weight?
Yes, if they respond to real weight and cut down their sugar intake, they don't need metformin anymore.
Okay. Okay.
And if they're on insulin, they start real weight and start cutting way back. They need to be very careful and go work with their doctor to lower their doses, and then finally eliminate the dose. If they're type 2, if they're type 1, of course they're stuck. But for type 2s and pre-diabetes, once you start cutting back on the carbohydrates, you're going to have to adjust those medicines.
I will tell you, Doc, I'm walking, talking proof of that. 2014, I was, it's funny how this happened. I'll tell you the story. I was in my office and there was a lady there that was taking her glucose level, and she said she was diagnosed as pre-diabetic. They were putting her on metformin. She goes, "Well, let's just check yours." I said, "I don't have time to do all that." She goes, "Let's just do it anyway." Not thinking anything was going to happen. She tested, it was like 146. She goes, "Probably fine, but you might just want to see your doctor." So I go to the doctor. This was 2014. 2014 at 146, 130. Hey, what did they do? They put me on metformin. They said I'm pre-diabetic. They put me on metformin. And I stayed on metformin from 2014 until May the 20th of last year. That long. And the reason I got off of metformin, there were some other things going on and I was having health checks done or whatever. But I had decided on May the 20th of 2024, when we left the doctor's office, we went straight to the grocery store and I bought all healthy stuff, everything. Sugar is leaving the house. So when we got home, we took everything out, threw it away, didn't have it anymore. And I'm happy to say that since May the 20th of last year to to today, we still eat that way every single day now. Fruits, vegetables, fresh. We don't eat sugar. We don't eat whites. We don't eat nothing like that. And it has literally changed how I feel, how I think, how I progress through. It's changed everything for me. Everything. Now, I didn't have real weight. Didn't know it was around. Didn't have it. But my point is, what I'm trying to say is, like the gentleman I talked to today, not everybody can just turn it off. They just can't. And they need some help to do so.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
How many times did your doctor in those 10 years telling you to cut down on your carbohydrates?
Every time I saw them.
Oh, did he?
Every
okay.
time. Well, every time, yeah. And I went to, what do they call the doctor that looks at, they try to help you with your sugars and all that? What's that called?
Endocrinologist.
I went to that person too, 2 times, trying to fight this and get it down. But I was stubborn, like most people, stubborn. I said, well, I'll just exercise more. I'll burn more off. And it didn't do it. It didn't do it for me. And I would get off, but stop taking the metformin EX. And man, here it comes right back. And I'm going, I'm exercising more. I'm walking around more. I'm doing all the stuff. But I didn't really change what I was eating. I didn't. And nothing happened until May the 20th of 2024 when I changed what I was eating, and I'm eating all healthy now every single day. It has totally changed the result on the glucose, on the A1C, everything is.
Awesome. But you're a rarity.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what my mom tells me.
Maybe in more ways than one.
That's what my mom tells me all the time. You're rare. Okay, so you might not know it, but we started pre-selling the product. We have a lot of people purchasing the pre-sale of the product, and they just can't wait to get their hands on it. And folks, I'm going to tell you, one of the hardest products to get is the seaweed coming out of France. It's hard to get it sent in and get it done, but we have it. It's all done. So Dr. Lundell, I want to ask you, where do you want to see, in your heart of hearts, where do you want to see this product going through Fun Saver Network? What is your goal? What would be your goal with your product?
To reach as many people as we can, to not only have them take the supplement, but to help educate them on what to eat and how to live to be healthier. So, I want to reach those 93 million pre-diabetics.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I can't do it without you all.
That's correct. You're 100% correct. 100% correct. Now, and last thing before we go, is there anything you want to add so these fantastic people here can hear what you say and maybe help us get on the right foot? What can we do? How can we put in a short, I'm going to say elevator pitch? What is it that we can say about the product that will absolutely, in a short elevator pitch, help each and every one of us just go out and help other people? Is there anything
yeah, in the past, the most powerful thing was photos. And Claudia's, I don't know if you all have seen her pre and
we have
her photos before and after. We have hundreds of those, and that's why we say, take pictures. Now that plus, personal affirmations are the best, but it's going to take a little time for you to lose that 5 pounds and start feeling better. But we want to keep equipping you with the knowledge of what the problem is and how to solve the problem. And, we've gone over that. So you start with that, start by setting an example, and then start by reaching as many people as you can. And this network and all the people here will save infinitely more lives than I did if we can get people to use the real weight and get off the sugar.
I just got chills when you said that. I literally just got chills when you said we'll save an infinite amount of lives. That's special. That's very special. Well, Doc, I want to thank you again. And I'm sorry that you had an issue. It's okay. Everybody's in the chat going, don't be embarrassed. We're glad you're here. And a lot of people are saying they love your shirt. I love your shirt as well, Doc. I like that shirt today.
What should you like her?
Yeah. Well, listen, I want to thank you again for hanging out with us on a Wellness Wednesday. I want to thank each and every one of our people that's here on the middle of the day, 53 people on the middle of the day. That's quite good, I think. And then, so every 2 weeks, folks, we will have the doc on. We will learn more and more and more and more. A lot of you have pre-ordered your products. I can't wait till you get your hands on them. And again, I want to reiterate exactly what the doc just said. Start taking your before pictures now. Start getting your before pictures ready. And as you go through the protocol, start taking your pictures as you go, because not only will it help the company and help the doc, it's going to help you tremendously when you're able to share that with others. Because I can just walk through the day and talk about weight loss to other people, and their ears perk up. What are you talking about? So when you got 93 million pre-diabetics and type 2 diabetics, we got a lot of work to do, right, Doc?
Absolutely. Let's get to work.
We got a lot of work to do. Doc, you have a fantastic Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out with us today. And I want to thank everybody else for hanging out. Have a blessed day. And don't forget, we'll see you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central. We are on zoom.com. I am diligently working on a completely new presentation for tomorrow night. Love to see you all there. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.